Begin by supporting the drive shaft. Make a cut on either side of the carrier frame, and ensure the cut makes it all the way through the metal. Then unbolt the carrier from the car. There should be 2 spacers on top of the stock carrier. Set those aside for reuse with the new carrier. Pull the outer frame off of the bearing. Then cut the remaining excess rubber hanging off of the front of the bearing all the way around until it's flush with the base layer of rubber at the back of the bearing. Do not cut all the way down to bare metal. Leave the base layer of rubber intact. Your bearing should look like this when you're done. To install the new carrier, start with the top half with the bushing in it and slide it over top of the bearing with the text facing the front of the vehicle. Then bring the bottom half up to meet it and connect the two together using the provided Allen bolts. Loctite is recommended. As you tighten the bolts, switch back and forth from left to right so the bolts don't bind in the holes. A small gap may form between the two bushings. This is normal. To mount it to the car, take a provided shoulder bolt, add a fender washer, an isolation damper with the small end facing up, place it up through the carrier, add another damper with the small end facing down. The small gold washer in your kit is unused here. Instead, use the OEM spacers that you put aside during removal. If your car did not come with spacers, then place the gold washer on top. Thread that into the car and repeat these steps on the other side. Bolt, fender washer, isolation damper with the small end facing up through the carrier, another damper facing down, and the OEM spacer on top. Tighten both sides to the car, and your installation is complete.